I play your indie games on itch. Coming up.
I underestimate a game. I mean, it's pretty easy. All I gotta do is just move up and down. Oh. Yeah, me and my big mouth. I get very angry. Come on. Oh, come on. Stop it! Oh, you are kidding me. I swear to baby Jesus. In a minute, this game's going in the bin. I forget how to spell my own name. Look, I spelled my name wrong. Xander Wad. Yeah, that explains things. I take a leap of faith. Now, can I jump down there? I don't like these kind of leap of faiths in games. Like, show me that I can go down. If I fall down there and land on one of those lollipop things. Oh, you! And I try to figure out the laws of physics. In order to be good at this game, you just need to understand the law of physics. Which I don't.
I'm Xanderwood. I make indie games and tutorials on game development. I also play your indie games every week on my channel. Make sure you subscribe and click that bell icon so you never miss a video.
As always, a massive thank you and a shout out to James Welch, Clone13, Boozle CC, Basic Terror Cole, and Tamara Alexic for supporting my game dev journey. Can You Beat the Square is a simple top-down shooter at first, and an annoying little addictive game at best, which is no bad thing in my book. After all, wanting to try again and again is something of a sought-after effect you want to bestow upon anyone who plays your devilish creations that you call games. The look and feel of the game were great. The music was fitting, but the game did lack some polish and a few sound effects were missing. When you start playing, there is little in the way of instruction, but I found that the game itself was actually quite intuitive and I was able to pick up things pretty quick. I would say that the first few squares did take a tad too long to kill, perhaps reduce the amount of hit points they have. Overall though, the game has some great potential, and with shop elements and upgrades, this game has left itself a larger than life pool of goodies to dive into as development continues. It's very intuitive. I just knew that I needed to shoot this thing just because it had red eyes, and it was a square, and the game was, can you beat the square? Or do I need to shoot it? Oh, don't touch it. That took a lot of hits. I don't think it should take that many hits on the first kind of level that you see it. Maybe 2-3 hits. I mean, it's pretty easy. All I gotta do is just move up and down. Oh. Yeah, me and my big mouth. Level 5. Okay, now it's moving, and it's shooting in all different directions. Well, this is easier than the last one, because as long as I stay on a diagonal. Oh, and I can hold it down. Oh, that's so much easier. It'd be nice if I had a limited amount of bullets and I'd have to go around the screen and pick up. And then I could go around the screen and pick up more bullets. That would encourage me to move around. I think as long as I stay here, I think I'll be alright. But I mean, overall, it's very well done. Oh, jeez. Choose a permanent perk. Okay, so I can upgrade a better crosshair. Move faster. Shrink to the size... Oh. Shrink to the size of an ant? That looks like a crosshair. Reduces dash cooldown. Oh, I forgot I had a dash. Yeah, let's take a powerful shield. So I'm doing okay. I'm doing alright so far. Oh, okay. Okay, I see what you mean. Well, as long as I keep my mouse on this thing, I can pretty much move wherever I want. Yeah, the difficulty curve's quite nice. I would just make the beginning levels a little bit easier. It's quite tedious shooting those easy squares over and over again. Alright, okay. Okay, that is way hard. Oh, you're winning, son. Well, no, let's retry. I mean, it's so hard to see where your crosshairs are. I need like a big juicy target rather than that tiny little arrow pointer. Because I lose track of where the mouse is. Yeah, by the time I find my mouse again, he's already on me. Neverend is a narrative-driven platformer about Riley, trapped inside her own mind in a never-ending struggle to escape from herself. The game is wonderfully atmospheric, and the artwork on the characters is well done and complements the game style well. With the minimalistic feel and dreamy soundtrack, it's easy to get caught up in the gameplay, and this game did keep me playing the longest from all the games I played today. so well done. The object of the game is to collect diamonds, as you carefully navigate through spikes, updrafts, and disintegrating platforms. The game introduces a wall jump mechanic, but I honestly don't know if this was added to help or hinder the player, as it was a constant source of frustration as I played. Although the game was simplistic by design, I think you need to give the player a little more info on what's happening. I didn't understand the relevance of what it meant to collect the diamonds. Perhaps you could tie this into the story better by telling the player these are pieces of Riley's subconscious that need collecting, and piecing back together to unlock deeper memories or levels. Just a few ideas that popped into my head while playing. In terms of the gameplay, the character controls were okay. Not great, but not terrible. However, with a game based heavily on timing jumps, tight controls are an absolute must. Some of the jumps felt unnecessarily difficult to pull off, and I felt this slowed the pace of the game down. The game is story driven, so let the story drive it. Having to stop at certain bits for 5 to 10 minutes continuously trying to land jumps takes away from this. Overall though, I really enjoyed playing. Remember I said it kept me playing the longest from all the games submitted in this episode? And for that reason, I'd recommend giving it a try. Over the bridge? The universal enemy of all platform games, spikes. Don't go into the light, cat lady. I can climb up walls like a kitty cat. I mean, why? What's the need to make it so difficult in this such early stage? It's like, all I know is that there's a cat down there that says that they're me, and then I'm like, no, I will escape. I'm doing some wall jumps, I've just found spikes, and now I'm stuck. Aha, maybe this is the way. And how do I get down there? Can I spend this now to get through this gate? No. I imagine the key is somehow linked to the 3 of 5 little crystal things that I've managed to find. I found that one, didn't I? Like, if that is a legitimately makeable jump and you've just put it in that you have to time it exactly right, I will not be happy about that. Oh, hold on a sec. Wait a second. The wall. Come on. Oh, come on. Stop it! Jump, little cat lady. Cats don't like spikes. It's so hard. Jeez, my goodness. It's... What? Oh, you are kidding me. Okay, these spikes are too hard. Note to the developer. Take them out. Make them smaller. I swear to baby Jesus, in a minute, this game's going in the bin. Oh, thank goodness. That's unnecessarily difficult. I really want to stop playing this game and move on to the next one, but I just, for some reason, I can't stop. I gotta keep playing it. I gotta beat it. I gotta show it that I can win. And there we go. No, I'm up. I'm up. Now. Must be careful. If this puts me back to the beginning, I'm in danger of quitting. Oh, thank God for that. Hide in the hole. If Super Mario has taught me anything, hide in the hole. I did it. Now what? Give me my prize. If I gotta go on another bloody scavenger hunt for diamonds, I think we're done. Devwill 2 Prologue is a small platform game that was made in just 1 week, which is a win all by itself. The game reminds me of the platform games from the old Sega Master System, like Alex the Kid or Wonder Boy. The graphics and art style really do bring back a feeling of nostalgia. The soundtrack is wonderfully well fitting, but there were a few sound effects missing in my opinion, like for example when you get killed by an enemy. The gameplay was okay for the most part. Left, right and jump work fine, but I think there could be some issues with a few of the hit collisions when jumping on enemies, as I am certain that on a few occasions I definitely jumped on the enemies correctly and it still caused me to die. Or maybe I just suck at the game. I didn't like how you only had 1 life when playing, and if you died you were put back to the start of the level. I mean, even Mario lets you eat a mushroom to get an extra hit point. But this is a minor little gripe though, as the game itself was really well put together. So I hatched from an egg. Some kind of control screen or some how to play. I had to kind of push all the keys on the keyboard to figure out what jump was. Obviously the arrow keys or WASD is a pretty good indication that they're your moving around keys. But I jumped on that guy. Like it's good, It's missing a few sound effects, like when you get hit there should be a sound effect. It feels a little unfinished. Like, I'm not going to kill these things if I don't have to. But then I jumped on that guy's head. It's a little, I think it's a little inconsistent with who you can jump on and when the collisions take place. I like how you can get hit combos. But I don't like how easy it is just to run into those things. It almost feels as if the tail isn't down. But I want to see if I can speed run it to the end of the level. But I jumped on that guy's head. Also, I don't like the jump button being X and then moving with the WASD. I just find it much more intuitive to use the WASD keys to move. Get it? I wonder if I get something if I get all the diamonds. Ugh! Infuriating. And then all of these things come back. There should be a checkpoint, surely. Maybe I've not reached it yet. I mean, I haven't really got that far. Yeah, it's just too easy to die on those things. I mean, you're gonna frustrate people. Look, I spelled my name wrong. Xander Wad. Yeah, that explains things. Whoa. You really got to watch out for those things. They turn around really fast. Oh, the underground level of Mario. Oh, you. And game over, and then if you put me right back to the beginning, we're going to have words game. Yeah, it's just too hard. Like, it's a nice little game, but it's too hard. Add a few sound effects. Give the player more of an advantage. Like, I get that you're making the game and you kind of know how to play it, but for me, who is a bit cat-handed and not massively good at platform games, it was a struggle, and it'd be the type of game that I'd like to be able to be good at, but I just wouldn't give it the time of day, because if I've got if it takes me the entire scoreboard just to get past the first part of level 1, then the difficulty curve is just too hard. Platformer of Death is a simple platform game where your main objective is to dodge enemies, avoid spikes, and reach a flag at the end of the level, while collecting as many little gems as possible. Basically the objective of every platform game ever made. There isn't a huge amount to say about this one, as it's clear that the developer is at the early stages of their game dev journey, and the best learning comes from doing. I will say though, that for what the game is, it was good. Some of the jumps, like into the pit of spikes, seemed a little unfair, especially as you can bump into the ceiling, which in turn affects your jump, but you are getting a feel for the elements that make up the core fundamentals of a good platform adventure. This looks like an asset pack that I've seen before. Geez, those guys are really bouncy. And I got to the flag. Level complete. I am a champion of this game. Level select. Well, let's move on to level 2. Oh man, I thought I could jump. Oh man, I thought I could jump on their heads. So you can't jump on their heads. Gotta collect the diamonds, because that is the narrative in every platform game. Turn around, little thing that looks like a lollipop with eyeballs. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No, I'm good. I'm good. I know what I'm doing. And now we're going down on the flag. Okay, right. Get rid of these things. Up the Super Mario staircase. Because, every game needs one of them. Just ignore them altogether. Do I go in that door? I think that's a trap. I want to go over the top. Because flags are where it's at in this game. Now, can I jump down there? Now, I don't like these kind of leap of faiths in games. Like, show me that I can go down. If I fall down there and land on one of those ice cream lollipop things. Oh, what? You dirty little game. With your silly little tricks. Up the Super Mario staircase again. Over the castle. Okay, now just a big leap of faith. But then you're leaping into nothing. You need to change that. I will play your game. As long as your game doesn't take any cheap shots. Now, here we go. See, I had to do it the third time through guesswork. No, get up the... Oh. There is no coming back from that. There is no return if you fall down that hill. My advice would be, don't fall down the hill. Just like that. I mean, the ceiling's too low. Who puts a ceiling there? Come on, guys. Who puts a ceiling right there where I'm supposed to be jumping? There we go. I got over it. Now be careful of these spikes. Oh, okay, so you can hold down to slide. And then I jump straight up into the spikes and I'm back at the beginning again. And now I am back into the spike pit. If I jump now, you jump pretty high. So you gotta like jump back on yourself to kind of purposely get hit by that wall to stop you from jumping into the spikes. I hit the wall, I hit the ceiling again, and now I'm on. Oh, that's just. What kind of sickness is that? You get put on a little pillar surrounded by spikes, so you have to go and commit suicide. Yeah, that's it for me. It's when you get to a point in a game where the level design impedes your ability to progress, then I'm calling it a day. Down We Go is a puzzle game whereby you have to put objects in place on the screen to protect the character from impending doom as soon as you hit the play button. There are only 12 levels right now, but I did manage to complete them all, which may I suggest the game is a little too easy, just going by past puzzle beating experience. I really like the concept of altering the level based on your perception of what was about to happen. In terms of gameplay, I think it's great. The only suggestion I would make is have an easy and intuitive undo button that lets me take back one placement at a time. This did seem a little messy. I can't really complain too much about it though, as it didn't impede the gameplay at all really. I love the simplistic graphics, but I don't understand the relevance of the character. Why not just use a ball? It was acting the same way a ball would anyway. I would imagine with future development you'll be adding in new objects to interact with, as this would definitely spice things up. You could add ramps, springs, umbrellas, the list goes on really. In terms of user interface, I would definitely add a screen between levels that lets the player know how well they did, because some of the levels were quite similar, and I didn't realise I'd progressed through, and I thought I was retrying the same level again on a couple of occasions. This could be more clear. Lastly, and I'm sure you're aware, the game could benefit from some sound, but on the whole, I enjoyed pitting my smooth brain against the puzzles in this game. Okay, so you play. Okay, so I've got to put in... Oh, I see. I played a game like this last week. I've got to put in... Oh. Okay, I've got a block there. Okay, let me retry. I get ya. Block there. I didn't know that the blocks could be killed by the spikes. There we go, and now let's hit play. I kind of figured that out kind of by myself. Oh, this is level 2. Oh, I thought I died and restarted level 1. Oh, that could be clearer. That could be much clearer. Right, so I've got 2 of these little ones. Okay, so let's pop that one there. Pop that one there. And I think we're good. Yeah, we're good. Level 3. It's the same as level 1. Some level variety would be pretty nice. Hold on. I know how to play this game. There we go. Safe. Don't worry, buddy. I'm going to keep you safe. In order to be good at this game, you just need to understand the law of physics. Which I don't. Okay, here we go. We need to build solid structures. The world is built upon solid structures. If I put a block there, in fact, let's put this one back on, but then let's block there and there, and that will then counterbalance me when I fall. Yay! If you would like to submit your indie game to be played through on the channel, there's a link in the description. It will take you to this page. Just put your details in, submit the link to the game, and I will play it on the channel in a future episode.